Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Rochelle. Thanks for the heads up, Mark. Hey, Gary. BB, how are you? No, you're myself. Chris, Petro, Angie. Good morning, Mike. Hey, Armand. I will say, I have not heard Roger say today yet that he has a lot to talk about, but I'm sure that's the first thing he's going to say when he walks in the door. Thank you. Yeah, tough market out there. Still on a hangover from earnings week, or the big one. Need a big. Decided I'm going on vacation next earnings week. Oh, I hear you. It's on the way, folks. Hey, Cyrus. There he is.
Gonna make some tea.
All right.
3 weeks.
Anything you want to tell me?
No. But
I was wrong, folks.
it's gonna be we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
He's gonna have a. Okay, there you go. I figured that's what you're gonna say as soon as you walk back through the door.
But boom.
Oh yeah, and baboons. I wonder if PJ's on here. Morning.
Yeah, see if she's
Folks, if you're just jumping on, we'll be getting started in a couple minutes. Star of the show is equipping himself to be on for an hour. And then we'll kick it right off.
I'll be there.
2 minutes. I'm getting a camera upgrade too this week, so less of this grainy, horrible footage. Looks like a pro studio here. What is the Hey Ken.
Tell them about all the exciting stuff we've been working on.
I told him that we're gonna be changing the studio around.
Yeah.
3D camera.
Oh, all right.
Feel like you mean a 360 camera? 'Cause I feel like all cameras are technically they are 2D because they're on a screen, but they're 3D.
Maybe get a camera that moves around.
There you go. The the NFL, they have the camera on a string.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So one of our viewers, one of our viewers, who actually lives here, who I used to take Pilates from, PJ. She's a subscriber to this channel, and she got me a Baboom shirt. I love it. I love it, and it's great timing because we did our new pictures this morning. We shot like 200 something pictures this morning, so I got to do about 20 in this shirt, which is perfect. So you guys will be seeing newer updated pictures of me on the members area, and I'm excited about that because the ones on there are like 5-6 years old. Petro, Ken, Billy, how are you? Thank you, Billy. I appreciate it. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm still going to the doctor tomorrow. I'm probably 50-60% better than I was a week ago. I'm doing much, much better, but it's still not 100%. And I just want to get like, I want to know, can I start working out again? Do I need to sit on my butt? What's going on? Yeah, I am sleeping well. I'm finally sleeping well. It's all coming together. But and you know, it's interesting. It was first reverberating all the way to my fingers, and then it kind of little by little, and now it's about up to here. So I figure another 10 days it'll come back down, but it's probably a nerve pinch. But I want the doctor to tell me. I don't want to play doctor. Matt, you gotta mute your mic.
Yeah, you.
Speaking of that, Ken, we hired a new video guy. We haven't had a video guy in a long time. We hired a new video guy. He was here this morning taking those pictures of me. And he looked like Clyde needed a tummy rub this AM. He did, Brett. He did, and he got one. Excuse me. So we're going to get rid of Matt's cheap webcam, which has that camera, Ken, that makes that camera echo. He's going to be using a real camera. We just need to get a table stand. So we're going to be making this room different. I want to make it a little more dynamic, take a couple of things out of it, get ready for our day trading, our 12-week day trading challenge that we're going to have pretty soon. Right, Matt?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to do everything humanly possible to keep this as separate from the day trading as we can. So when we're in here, it'll be swing trading, and other places it'll be day trading, unless I want to show something off to you guys. I know that not a lot, but 20% of this room is not into day trading, and I'm going to respect that. Plus, this is not the day trading room. This is the swing trading room. But I hope everybody's doing well, and I appreciate everybody. Now, just so you guys know, this Thursday, we're going to be at 11 a.m., not at noon. So first things first. Where's that documentation? Let me, you're still trying to convert me. Oh, Ken, listen, I'm going to tell you something, Ken. And I want folks to hear, to listen and listen good. Ken, by the time I'm done with you, you're going to be my #1 day trader, my day trading student. I promise you that. Wait till you see the stuff that Matt and I are doing in the background. And it's all algorithmic. It's all algorithmic. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I promise. What I'm looking at right now is I'm probably going to open the room from 9-ish till about 10 o'clock, from 9 to 10 every morning. Give you guys a free pass till we start making some money, and then I'm going to charge you an arm and a leg. Just being honest with you. And you'll pay for it because it'll be worth it, because you guys will actually be making money. Will I give you any day trading tips for today? No, I'm not going to give you any day trading tips for today. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm not going to charge you anything, Krish. There's not going to be a fee. It's going to be free. I'm going to do a, like we did for stealth. I'm going to do like a, beta. What do we call it? A beta testing group. And we'll probably have 100 members in there, and we'll see how that goes. Not sure yet, Murmus. I'm thinking maybe a month from now. Thanks, Krish. No, we won't be trading futures. We'll be trading stocks and options. And we're not going to do anything this has nothing to do with this room. It's a separate thing. So you guys will be able to see me in the morning, and you'll be able to see me in the afternoon, but it'll be 2 different topics. It's going to be kind of fun, right?
Yeah.
Wearing 2 different hats. It'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to doing this. I've been excited. I just needed to have the right tools. And if I have a little time in this video, I'll give you like a little breakdown of where we're at with it and what kind of trades we'll be doing. But for now, let's focus on swing trades and the market right now. So another minute. Perfect. Actually, we could start right now. So first things first, late last week and earlier this week, and maybe even beginning of last week, I told you I was very concerned. I was very, very concerned about this market. And I explained why I was concerned. Yeah, imagine that, Ken. Yeah, he's very excited about this. He's very excited. Matt is a day trader in heart. He's very excited about this. So, and I'll tell you later on today what kind of where we're at right now. Okay, I'll tell you where we're at. So this is the SPY. Now, first things first, I told you guys that we're approaching specific levels, right? Remember, I drew this right around 27, about 2 weeks ago. And I said, I don't think we're going to really break out of there. And what I also did, I'm just giving you some context. I also showed you the Dow. Oops. I have a habit of picking these stocks. I also showed you the Dow Jones. And I explained that it's doing very much the same thing at very strong levels right here, right there. And I also showed you the Russell 2000. And I dare anybody tell me that I didn't do this. I've been doing this for a couple of weeks now. And I've been showing you that it's coming down. Yeah, it'll be fun, Adam. And again, coming down all the way over here. So you guys see what I was, and don't tell me this is the first time you're seeing this or you're shocked or this is a surprise. It's not. And then as we got closer to Apple's earnings, I was saying how if Apple's bad, it's going to really push the sentiment down. And it's good. Why does it change the tickers on me? You see that the technology sector is kind of doing the same thing. And if you go closer, I drew this before it broke down. So no, there's no surprises here, right? And I even drew this nice line for you to show you how far I think it can go. So if anybody's surprised here, then you haven't been watching my video. I did. Janta says, are you sure? Am I sure about what? That I drew this? Yeah, I drew this like a week, 4 or 5 days ago. What are you saying, Cyrus? Not at all. I don't know. I don't understand what you guys are saying. Oh, no surprises. Okay. Yes, there's no surprise. There shouldn't be any surprise to anybody. So I think this route is going to continue going down. And remember, after this week's, we're done with large cap earnings. There's not that many there. Me either. I didn't understand what you were saying, Cyrus. Yes, we're on the same page here. So you could see here, this isn't happiness. Now let's look at NVIDIA, see if it broke down yet. But I wanted to give you some context first. So I'm not surprised that this is happening. And this is one of the reasons why we've been so slow to put on long positions. Let's see, is it breaking that level yet? Not yet, but I think what's going to happen with NVIDIA is I think NVIDIA is going to break this down. It's going to come down and it's going to break this and it's going to fill this gap. So generally speaking right now, most of the things that we're looking at are not looking all that great. They're looking kind of bearish. With that said, this could be a pullback because the Fed data, we have CPI later this week, and a lot of Fed officials are saying nothing's going to change. If the Fed data is nasty, if the CPI is nasty, if the core CPI is bad, I'm not expecting it to be bad, but let's just take a quick look. Cyrus, a year ago, 2 years ago, you didn't agree with anything I was saying. Now you're agreeing with me. What's going on here? What's happening here?
Starting to get a little scary.
Yeah, Matt's getting scared. You're agreeing with me. You remember, guys, Cyrus never agreed with anything I said. I mean, if I said black, he would say white. If I said white, he would say black. Now he's agreeing with me. This is a problem. Oh, because I agree with you. Whatever makes you happy. Anyway, it's just funny. That's all. I'm just having fun. I converted, or maybe he converted. Somebody converted somebody. It was entertaining before. I won't say who changed. Different Cyrus, so-called Black Swan. These guys are great. So here's what we're looking at. Thursday. Remember, Thursday. X food and energy year over year, where nobody cares about anything else except X food and energy year over year. Must have been COVID before. Yeah. Oh, thank God that COVID is over. Hey, are you guys still hearing anything from COVID in China? Because I'm not hearing anything about COVID. Like it never happened. Like there was, like, remember when COVID happened? It was, when COVID happened, it was like the flu disappeared. Now it seems like COVID disappeared. I'm doing a lot of listening to Clyde.
Well, Clyde knows all the secrets.
Yeah, he does know all the signals, right? And all this, everything. So here's what we're looking at right here, folks. 4.8, which is exactly what it was last time. 4.84, if it's higher, it's bad. If it's lower, it's good. 4.8 is the major number. And then CPI, PPI on Friday. Well, where is it like flaming right now, Cyrus? Is there like a heating up anywhere? Which country? I haven't heard anything about COVID anywhere. I've never even heard anything about COVID in the USA. Really? Even my wife was telling me that it's moving. And I mean, we're going into the summer. I mean, we're in the summer right now. It's been hot. I don't know. I'm never getting any of those shots again. Brett says, do you feel institutional traders nowadays use mostly technical, or are they mostly using volume and use? Well, Brett, that's actually a really good question. I wouldn't answer an unrelated question, but I'm going to answer that question because it's a good question. So volume is a form of technical analysis. Volume is a form of technical analysis. News is also is a form of sentiment analysis. So to answer your question, and I'll give you a good answer here. I would say 80% of analysts that are worth their weight in anything are using technicals. Very few are using fundamentals. But volume and volume and technicals it's the same thing. News is a whole different thing. Not a lot of guys are using news. Day trading, use a lot of news for day trading. And if you guys remind me at the end, I'll actually talk a little bit about that, just to give you a little, to wet your beak, so to speak. But fundamentals, 20%, technicals, 80%, which is one of the reasons why the market is having such a difficult time coming down, because technicals can really move the market, but fundamentals still control it over a longer period of time. Yeah, day trading for news, the opposite thing. And I'll talk about that a little later today. That's exactly right, Ken. That's exactly right. So we're on a down spurt. A good technique to take advantage of right now. And when we talk about our stocks, I actually picked 6 stocks that are doing that. But what you want to see is this. Markets come off really heavy. Certain stocks are butting that trend. They're butting it, okay? They're saying even, remember the IBM trade we took? We took it off of that. If you see a stock that's up a little bit right now, when most stocks are down, especially if the market's down 200, 300, 400 points, once the market starts pulling back up, those stocks get really strong, really strong. They go from being positive a quarter to positive $3. So, sorry, excuse me, went down the wrong way. So, so again, when you're trading stocks, always look for stocks that are butting the market, because if the market reverses right now, and I'm not saying it will, but if it has an intraday reversal, you're going to have a lot more upside on those stocks. And actually, I think most of my breakout stocks are up on the day, so we'll actually have plenty to choose from. I actually don't have any shorts today, but I do have plenty of pullbacks and breakouts or continuations. So the first things first, Moody's. Let me go to TLT. Moody's downgrades U.S. banks on funding risks, which causes the bond market to rally, interest rates to go down, and regional banks are down. Now, I thought this morning, remember I told you that I think we're not done with regional banks, more is going to hit. Well, I thought that the news was going to be pretty bad, and I think this bad news is pretty bad, but most of the bank stocks look at how they're responding. Very positive. If this ends this way at the end of the day, you know what that means. Continuation back to the upside. So I'm liking this setup right now, Matt. KRE. And I think I was looking at MTB Bank, and I think it had a similar, yep, Ken, the Gilligan's. Hey, that's great, Brendan. So look at what Brendan said. If you took our shorts yesterday, you would have done pretty well. Let me move this over here. Okay, sorry about that. So I do like banking stocks right now, especially regional banks. Notice the same pattern, Matt. See how it's doing? If this is going to close, it's too early in the day, but if this is going to rally or stay up near the upper end at the close, it'll be perfect. Now, when we talk about day trading later today, remind me to come back to this MT Bank because it's having one of those setups that I'm actually going to be talking about today. Matt, you see what I'm talking about?
Right.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll talk about that in about half an hour. Have a little fun here with you guys.
Nice. Fun. We're always having fun.
Huh?
We're always having fun.
We're always having fun. So Moody's downgrades U.S. banks on funding risks. I'm not going to get into the report, but the report actually talked about MTB Bank specifically, the one that I'm really liking right now. They talked about PNFP Bank. Let's see how that one's doing right now. PNFP. That COVID vaccine messed up my hair big time, okay? Big time. Big time. Right here. Look at that. Every one of them, Matt. Let's see. ONB, Old National, same thing. And you don't have to go. KRE is fine. I'm just looking to see if all the other, yeah, they're all doing the same thing. And they're all oversold. So this is when you see nasty news and you see a reversal, that's a very positive sign. It's a very, very positive sign. Revised its outlook. And they also talked about COF, just giving you guys some other choosy ones. COF, they talked about TFC. This bank actually, somebody in this bank opened up a fake account under my wife's name and tried to steal money from her. But I mean, that's not here nor there. Is that all results of Moody? Yeah, Ken, it is. It's all of the result of Moody. Basically, KRE, look at KRE. So I truthfully thought, same thing, look at that. I truthfully thought, I truthfully thought that the news was going to be really nasty, but it doesn't look that way. I guess the worst of it already came 4 or 5 months ago. All right, let's talk about positioning. By the way, let me see how the spider's looking right now. Looks like it's turning around also, but not so good. Making lower lows, that's bad. And the RSI is coming back down here. I'm not happy with this. Let's see how QQQ is doing in comparison. Hi, Cyrus, I didn't talk about XLF. I didn't mention XLF. How do you know how I think about XLF? Yeah, financials don't look that strong right now. I don't think financials are going to go up. I think bank stocks are going to go up, not financials. I'm talking about regional banks. KRE regional. Let's not talk about I'm not talking about financials. I'm talking about regional banks. Yeah, just FYI. All right, so let me give you guys these breakout trades. So if this stock is, let me see how energies in general are doing. Tomorrow we have don't we have the report tomorrow? Let me see here.
Which one?
Right here. Petroleum, yeah, tomorrow. Energies are down and this stock is up. See, that's very positive. It's very, very positive. And this stock has been a good performer for a while now. What'd you say, Matt? Did you say something?
I was going to, but I
All right. So
redacted.
I'd be looking at the 43 call right here. And I would be selling the 47 call for 50 cents. And get 50 cents for it. How do you differentiate retracement to a 76 level and recovering? I don't look at 76.4% level. I don't look at that at all. Don't look at that at all. I don't look at percentages. Don't look at percentages. I look at how many days. See, if the stock dropped 20% in a year versus 20% in 3 days, that makes a big difference for me, not the percentage. Percentage is not a big factor. So that's the first one. PG, next one. Good question, though. I thought I gave the date for, say, 31 days, 9/8 expiration. This stock has very low implied volatility, and it's been through the ringer lately. But as you can see here, it's breaking out. It's making higher highs. And by the way, I think consumer staples are about to make a move. Remember what happened last time? Tech went down, consumer staples went up. They're not notice that it's not. Remember how weak consumer staples were like 2-3 months ago, Matt?
Yeah.
Now the market's down like crazy, and this thing's not going down. I like that.
What was the other? It was a Dollar Tree has been really
Manny,
strong.
I'm pretty sure somebody else can give it to you while I move forward. If not, I'll come back to it. Okay? Can someone help Manny out? I figure I've got about 230 assistants in this room. You guys are great. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate it. There you go, Brendan. You guys got it. Procter & Gamble, 31 days till expiration. The 160 strike price, nice and clean. Very, very clean. I haven't had any coffee today, Angel. Actually, I'm pretty calm today. Do you guys think I'm hyper today? Pretty calm, no, Matt? My usual self.
Yep. Your usual self
Yeah,
to me.
usual self. I'm not like jumping walls today or anything. I had a decaf coffee on Saturday for the first time in 7 months.
Wow.
Didn't do anything for me.
Really risking it there.
I went all the way. Next one is Mod. Yeah, I'm calmer than usual. That's what I thought. I gave the PG trade. Somebody help Todd out here. Gap, several days without any sign of living. Yeah, I'm living on the edge of filling the gap and no sign of it at all. I love these. I love how the trend here. What I really like about this is how the trend was not moving that high. It wasn't like this. It was just a nice smooth, maybe 15 degrees, not even 20. I'm no architect, but it's about 20 degrees, 15 degrees. And then it rallies and then it starts coming up. Looks like it can break out of that level. And again, notice it's up when the market is not doing so well. The 45 strike price is great. 38 days till expiration. Somebody bought me the shirt, Cyrus. I just got it as a gift today. Somebody will have to get me a Kaboom shirt. Oh God, I've got too much fun here. This is why I want to do it in the morning too. All right, next one is EXTR. Can you imagine having twice as much of me, Matt?
I can.
You can.
Yeah, but
also building a base here. Don't mind that it's overbought right now. I like this. I like the fact that it's consolidating, breaking, and making another bridge here. Yeah, there you go, John. 38 days till expiration, 30 strike price, or you could do 35. I would do the 30, and I would sell the 35 for 50 cents. Never sell an option if you can't get 50 cents for it. It's just not worth it. It's expiring 9/15. Let's continue. Last directional trade without. Yeah, I like this global payments. I like how it's moving right above this level right now with this gap. It's actually looking pretty good. And let me look at, yeah, all those stocks that we talked about short, the 4 stocks we talked about short, they're all down right now. Global payment, 120 put, expiration 9/15. And sell the 105 for 50 cents if you can. I dare you not to. Now, before we get to the pullbacks, the stock here, NVO, I want to show you the stock. This is something interesting here. I think it had earnings, or it has earnings tomorrow. The stock Novo. Just see. So notice the stock is up like crazy right now. And if you look at a long-term chart, you'll see it's making an all-time high. Whenever you have a stock making all-time high the day before earnings on low volume, you want to pay really, really close attention to that stock, okay? Very close attention to that stock. 31 days till expiration. The 195. I would be buying the 195 and selling the 205 here. Yeah. But it's got low volume and it's got earnings tomorrow. And that's very powerful. Or you can go 38 days till actually, you know what? You don't have to go that far. You can go, I wouldn't go 3 days till expiration, but I would maybe go 10 days till expiration. And then you can go a lot closer to the money. You can go about 190. And then you could sell to 300. It's got 10 days to go. If earnings don't come out good, you'll probably get you'll lose about half. But if it moves your way, there's a really good chance there.
Surprised how low the implied volatility is.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. So that's the only real catalyst of we call those catalyst trades. Now let's talk about fun stuff. Pullbacks. A lot of pullbacks today. Interestingly, these pullbacks are starting to break out higher. That's what I'm saying, JP. Let me switch my template here. All right. RSI went down here, and then it went down again for the second round. It's really low right now, and the stock is looking really good. The metal and mining, Matt, make a note of this, all right? And also check seasonality. I like this one a lot. I'd like it a lot. I would be going 38 days out. Let's see. You know what? You can even go 10 days out. If it doesn't make a move imminently, it's no good. You can go to the 52 strike price for about 60 cents. All right. And if it doesn't do anything within the next 3 days, just get out. Just get out. Because if it's moving up before earnings on low volume, that's a very, very good move. That means there's hardly anybody there, and all the buyers, most of the volume is buyers. There's very little sellers there. If it's up a lot, I mean, it's up like the range is like this on low volume. That means most of the volume is buyers. See, Joe, when there's a lot of volume and it moves a big move, you can't really, it's hard to tell. It's very hard to make it. It's very hard to make, you see, low volume. That means it's high. Exactly. Thank you, Ken. You literally took the word out of my mouth. Very convicted, very high convicted buyers. It's a very, very powerful thing. That means that there's not a lot of monkey business. There's no lot of, I'm going to buy, I'm going to sell. There's not a lot of, okay. That means there's not a lot of speculation, which equals highly convicted buyers. So let's move on. I like this XME quite a bit. A lot of these pullbacks actually look really good today. Can somebody give Dan the MOD trade? All right, similar swing high, pull back, made a nice little stop here, swinging higher. Be careful of the liquidity here. These type of trades should move almost imminently. Yeah, they're liquidating, but they're not moving the price. The buyers are moving the price. The buyers are willing to pay up, Joe, you see? They're willing to pay up. Excuse me. We're seeing a lot of demand without any of the supply breaking down. It's just pure supply. That's what I'm saying. It's easy to tell. Usually you can't because there's a buyer and a seller and you have a lot of volume and you see this. But in this case, you're just seeing this. That's very, very strong. So in this case, we want to go to the 29.50, 85 cents. Not a lot at all. I'd be careful with this one because it's not as liquid. Next one is QB. Barely took off. Nice little downside. I like this a lot. Looks like there's a good chance it can go back to the 45, 46 level. RSI is overdone with divergence. Everything that I like about it. Now, I'm going through the same type of pullbacks every single day. I'm hoping you guys are starting to cement that image in your head of what it looks like. And in this case, we want to go with the 40 and we want to sell the 45s. Actually, that's exactly what we want to do because I don't think it's going to go much higher than 46. So it'll expiration 9/15. Next one is Baba. Now, is Baba a tech stock or is it a consumer discretionary stock, Matt? Take a while to answer that question, right?
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know how they decide.
So it's a little congested here, so be careful, but it is a little oversold. Probably will go up back to the 102 level. Yeah, I'm telling you, you could put 100 people and they'll all argue about it. It's coming out with earnings and implied's kind of high, so it means it's a good vertical spread. Thank you, BB. You got the 95 strike price at 450, and then you got the 100 at 270. It'll cost you less than $2.50 for this one.
So its sector is listed as internet commerce, so it's kind of a cop out.
But is it a consumer discretionary or is it a technology stock? It's both. I don't even know how you could separate. Next one, FCX.
Well, I guess you could separate is, does the retailer own the product they're selling or not?
So nice little breakout with FCX, oversold. A lot of things, I'm going to tell you, even though the market's bearish today, it looks like intraday, a lot of stocks are struggling to come up. I would like this a lot more if the wick was taller. In other words, there was less meat on here. So what I would want to see is, I would want to see it close. See how it's doing this? I love this, but I want to see more of it. I want to see more of it. I want it close. This is how you want to see them close, all the way, reaching for the stars. I think the same, Robert. 31 days out, earnings already happened. Implied is not high, it's not low, but it's not high. I'd go for the 43 strike price or 42, one of these two right here. I wouldn't offset it because they're not that expensive. I was going to call you Baba Billy. Billy, what kind of help do you need on Baba? I'm sure someone here can answer. If not, I can come back to it. Next one is BECN. How are you doing, Billy? Somebody will give you Baba. Same thing, like the consolidation. I like how it's going down. Now notice how divergent the RSI is here. It's a very good sign. It's a very, very good sign. Matt, are you are any of these doing something for you?
A lot of them are pretty speculative.
Well, I mean,
I hate trading around. Honestly, I hate trading around news.
Here, 85s. Not day trading around news. You know, it's amazing how different day trading and position trading is, right? It's like
It's
completely
night and
opposite of
day.
Yeah. 245.
You want the volatility in day trading.
Yeah.
Really rather not have it swing
Yeah.
trading.
So 85s. That's where the money is, 85s. Next one. Huh. Go figure, Rado. I probably brought it with my own big mouth. A lot of ETFs on my list, Matt. Look at this one. Doesn't it look great? And tomorrow we have the status report. Look at
Yeah.
that. I like this one. Out of all of the ones we picked today, I think my favorite is the so far I think my favorite is that the KRE, the banking. I think XME or whatever it was, XME, and this one. I like the ETFs today.
Isn't the status report every week though?
Yeah. That's not like huge news.
Yeah.
No. Especially for the ETF.
The OPEC meetings are the big ones.
Yes. Or well, most of the time. In this case, we would go for the 340 and we would offset it with the 347. Buy 340, offset 347. Your total cost is like $3.50. 9/8 expiration. Hey, Mary, how are you? Builder, we talked about Builder yesterday. Let's continue. We're WLK. So far, I like these ETFs and I like the banking stocks, but the banking stocks, you could just do the ETF. It's the oil, it's energy, oil. Look at this, Matt. Came down, came back, few down days, looks just like this. Look at that. Looks just like this. Ready to go. Notice today we're not having like every being C-blocked by earnings, right?
Yeah.
Every minute. 330, 335. Cyrus, just look it up. OIH. Here, look. OIH. You go up here and you go to constituents. SLB, Halliburton, Baker. Here, all of them. Here, let me post this for you here. Look. You can go nuts with this. There you go. Go nuts with it, Cyrus. So, yeah, where were we? Let me go back to where I was. Westlake. I like that one a lot. Looks good. Let's just go back here. Uh, 135 strike price, 140 strike price. You could buy the 135, sell the 140. It's actually not that bad. And I like this trade. I actually like this one. Next one is SDRL. Nice pullback. RSI overdone. Made a swing high right here. Trend has been pretty good. I like these gaps. I'd like to see it go a little higher towards the end of the day. Calls, JCs. We don't have any puts today. Yesterday we had 4, but today we have none. All right. The spreads are too wide on this one. On Seadrill, let's do a couple of more. NUE. Right here, we have resistance, but I think it's going to stay around here, and I think it's going to come back to the 174 area, and it's oversold right now. I do like this stock. No, we didn't talk about puts today. Not today. No puts today. I'll go again through that one, Joe. I like that one. I don't think it was KRE. I think it was X. I'll look at it again. Nucor, 31 days till expiration, 9/8, and we got 175 call, and you could sell the 185 call to offset yourself a little bit with that. Nice and juicy trade there. And last is MTB Bank. I think I showed it to you, but I don't think we did the option for it yet. And this goes along with the regional banks. Look at that. Let me see the option on that. Perfect Lizard or Gilligan's Island on that. 145 right here. There's the area right here. Right there. 145. And sell to 155. It's more than 50 cents. Let me see. Let me see. which one it was. Now, that was metal and mining. That's the one I said I really like this morning. It's looking really good. And I like KRE, but I looked at it because of regional banks, not because it was on my list. Yeah, actually, I like this one a lot. Looks good. What I was saying was all the regional banks are doing the same thing. You might as well just get the KRE ETF. What is this KWeb? Let me look at it. Oh, no, that's China. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to confuse myself. Can I comment on coin as a pullback? Yeah, and for this ETF, I would want to see it close near the upper end of the range today. 48, right here, 48 strike price to buy right here. Coin, let's look at coin. No, Coinbase doesn't look good. This is way too long of a pullback. If you're gonna, this pullback looks like it's going down to the base. Yeah, this thing is coming down right here to 51. I don't think this is going up. I think it's going down. Yeah, look at the long-term trend. This is coming down to 55. I think if you're expecting this to go up, you're going to be very disappointed. I think it's going to come down to the $50 level. I thought you showed GPN. I didn't show GPN today. Let me look. Is GPN on my list?
Yeah, you did.
I did? GPN. How did I get? Oh, yes, GPN was on my list, but it was a long trade. GPN. Here's GPN. It was as a breakout trade. Yeah, to the upside. Upside. I didn't talk about puts. Sorry if I said put, I meant call. Call. Sorry if I said put, guys. Oh, that's very nice. I like that, Billy. Yeah, I'm going to repeat it right now. Right here, the 130. Buy the 125 and sell the 130 or the 135. That's what I said. I would buy the 125 and sell the 135. That's what I would do. What I would do, Joe, is focus on the ones that close the highest today, the strongest. Here's what I would do if I were you. If you want to put money on regional banks, buy the ETF or go to KRE, here. Here's how I would do it, Joe. AK, there's only 1 million of them.
That's it?
Here. So here's how I would do it, Joe. I'm going to show you a lesson right now. Get the music, that dun, 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 dun. Get the music, Matt. So here's how I would do it. I would go to constituents. You see all these banks? Pick, say, 10 of them and put them on your charts today at the end of, and watch at the end of the day, which one of these banks loses the least. In other words, which one is rallying the most towards the high? And that's the one I would buy. No joke. AK, there's several videos in the members area and on YouTube. Tons and tons and thousands of videos. Like thousands of videos. No. Like literally like thousands. I'm going to organize them one of these days in a better way. But if you go into the VIP members area, there's getting started. My suggestion is to watch the boot camp. Hey, look at that. Somebody made 45% on look at that.
CVS.
I like that. Thank you, Nick. Hey guys, if you've made money on any of my trades this week, would you please let me know? Post it here and tell me the percentage so I could post it for my guys so they could use it for promos. Your name won't be, I mean, your name won't be on there. Yeah, let me know if you're making money on these trades. I want to know. All right, why don't you do seasonality, Matt? They post them when I don't ask. When I ask, they don't post. But when I don't ask, they post them over and over again. Oh, I love it. All right, Matt, why don't you do seasonality and we'll have a few minutes left. I'll talk about the day trading stuff, okay? Give you guys a nice little idea of what we're doing.
Yeah.
No shorts today, Dickens. No shorts today. I'm nervous about shorts because too many stocks are pulling back right now, midday. Pulling back higher. Go ahead, Matt.
There we go. My favorite symbol.
Hmm?
The hourglass. Oh, is it not? Am I sharing now?
You will be now. You are.
I thought I was sharing the whole time.
We think one thing and
It
then
was yeah. Hardest part of
that's what I say. The hardest
I
part of
know.
doing this is sharing my screen. Then I'm good.
there we go. All right. On the short side, still not a lot. It's pretty weak still. As far as the sectors are concerned, which kind of lines up with this, it starts to slump towards the middle of the week, but it's still in positive territory. The only thing that I see as kind of a divergence from this is, at least yesterday, if we look at the long side, it wasn't as strong as the charts were looking. Yeah. Still not very strong, which is odd, but it's what it is. All right. On the short side, top setups. Here's your list. We usually ignore anything with less than 10 trades, unless there's a pattern. You've got TDY. Earnings, you're good there. Visa might be an interesting one. A lot of consumer discretionary.
To the downside.
Yeah. And tech.
And tech.
Yep.
You see, that's what that was my beef last. Remember how I kept talking about Amazon and then I kept talking about Apple and I was like, well, if Amazon does well and how they're different, but they're totally together. And right now, XLY discretionary looks like it's breaking out, and the rest look like they're all going to move in the same direction.
Yep.
Bottom line. Yeah.
On the long side,
Do you have more longs or shorts?
let's take a look. Shorts. Pretty big margin too. Really not a lot going on there. This is probably the shortest long list I've seen since we started. PTC still pretty strong, 75% with 24 trades, 2.45 profit factor. And then CMCSA also not too bad, 71%, 1.7 profit factor, but sample size of 24 trades. And 10-day hold. Your strongest 10-day holds. MSCI. CF. HLT. Were you talking about that one?
Yeah, I was talking about it yesterday.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought. And pod, that thing just won't go away. Your weakest. Now that's very interesting. Did you see that, Roger?
What?
So I don't know which one is which, but either the Goog and Google, same company,
Look at
voting
that.
rights.
The company doesn't know if it's a technology or a community. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. The company doesn't even know if it's technology or a communication company. I mean, you can't make this up, Matt. This is a perfect example.
Yeah.
You can't make up that if you tried. It's the same damn company. The company doesn't know if it's a communication company or a discretionary company. That's amazing right there. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. That's priceless. This is what I'm talking about. The company itself doesn't know if it's a communication company or a is Meta. Meta is the number one company in the communication sector. Is Meta a communication company? Is it a consumer discretionary company, or is it a technology company? I would say it's a technology company, but it's not even in the technology index. It's in the communication index. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Continue, please. Matt, we're going to do a little survey right now, okay?
Okay.
So a little survey. Do you guys want me to do you guys like this format where I give you like 20 trades so you can kind of choose from yourself and I kind of talk about the ones I really like and you guys get more examples? Or do you want me to narrow it down to say 5 trades, just the ones I like and leave it at that? So 20 current format or less, but less stocks and more time on them? Tell me, we're going to do a survey. Answer the survey. People are very mixed about this.
Here it
So
comes.
put 20 or 5, for example.
Oh, I put less or more.
Yeah, less or more. Yeah, less or more.
There we go.
Not 10 or 5, less or more. Let's see.
It's live.
Yeah, it's live. Let's see. Let's see. Less trades, more trades.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that. Less trades. Ooh. So far, less trades is winning. 70 to 28. Ooh, less is winning. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just kind of meet halfway and just like do 10 instead of 20. Yeah, less trades is winning. Well, I'm telling you what the numbers say. Less trades is 70, more trades is 29, 71 to 29 right now. All right. All right. So what I'll do is I'll meet you guys halfway in between. I'll give you guys, I won't do 20, but I won't do 5. I'll do like 10. Okay. On less trades. Okay. All right. A 30 dozen. I'll meet you guys halfway. How about that? But less trades is definitely winning by a factor of over 2.5 to 1. 69 versus 31. Well, Joe, I want to make you guys happy. You're voting for it. I'll go a little less and we'll see how it goes. But so far we have 70-30. 7, 8 trades. How about that? We'll do less than 20, but we'll do more than 5. Right. Like 10 in robust commentary. How about that? I always give you commentary.
Look.
How do you get me without the commentary? I don't think you can shut my mouth and not get the commentary. All right. All right. Let's close the poll. We're done. 70-30. They want less trades, Matt. All right. Are you done with seasonality?
Yeah.
All right. So let me show you guys some of the things that we're cooking up in the day trading room. All right. It's 70-30. 70-30. I'll do that, Ramy. I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that. All right. So let me show you guys. Don't go anywhere. I want to show you this. So let's say, Paul, I'll meet you guys halfway. That's what I'll do. I'll meet you halfway. We won't go 5. We won't go 20. We'll meet you guys halfway. I think that's the best thing to do. So that actually, Kayleen, that's the question that we're going to answer right now. Right now. Okay. So let's say that I'm looking at, let's say we're looking at regional banks, okay? And let's say we're looking at 1 day of it, right? Imagine if, or let's just say 5 days of it. Let's just say 5 days of it, okay? Let me take a screenshot of this here. Why can't I take a screenshot of it? Here we go. So let's just say all right. What if you're looking at this in the morning, and what if every morning, you had a little bar here and a little bar here that would give you a framework for how low the prices can go. And let's just hypothetically say that the bar touches this little the bar, price bar touches our green bar, and we get a notification in real time that it's happening. We look at the chart, we see that the bar is hitting an oversold level, and that's a edge level right there. That gives us an edge. And we get a signal right here that gives us an arrow to buy and ride this all the way back up. So imagine you get a little red bar here, a green bar here, and anytime the stock either goes, that's our volatility bars, and anytime the stock comes down to here, and it's time for momentum to pick up, we buy it and ride it back up for an hour or two for the day. Or the bar touches these levels right here, and we ride it. We get a little arrow when it's time for it to come down, and we ride it on the way down. And the computer adjusts these levels based on the morning volatility, and we're only looking for super big morning moves, and we're trying to write the V reversal, the V like this reversal. Does that make sense? Or let's look at MTB for a second. Well, that's why we would have the screen on in real time, Cyrus, so you'd be able to watch the trade. So imagine right here. Imagine right here. Yes. Yeah, PJ likes it. All right. Imagine right here. There's that line. Imagine right here, there's a line. We don't have to watch it. As soon as it hits it right here, we get an alert in real time. We turn on our screen. We're watching it in real time. We get a little green dot here when momentum picks up, and we ride this thing all day long. Will all of us on the trade, will it affect no, Paul, we're going to be looking at bigger stocks.
Not
We're not going to be looking at
stocks.
penny stock.
Unless we've got any closet hedge fund traders in here.
Yeah. So, but the cool thing is we'll be looking at stocks that are making the biggest down moves and the biggest up moves intraday in real time. Our system is watching all of them, and we get an alert when it touches the green bar or the red bar. And then we don't have to do anything. We get a little dot, and then it tells us to buy. That's when we buy. So that you guys, so me too, Rochelle, me too. My daughter actually won an award for drawing, but not me. So we'll get notified in real time while we're watching the room when the stock will drop, let's say 10 points out of nowhere, and when it starts picking up. So we don't have to buy breakouts and say, oh, guys, buy it right now. No. We're watching it already from when it hits the level. So we'll be on a wait and see and a lookout for that dot to turn. So when it turns, we'll all get the signal in real time. Soon, Bruno. We're working on it right now. All right, now I got to go because you guys have a class in about 2 minutes. Matt, you have a link for it? All go to that class and tell them there how cool this idea that I just showed you is, and we'll see you guys later. We're going to start the thing. It'll be from 9 a.m. till 10 a.m. We want to be there pre-open so we could, BS with you guys pre-opening, do the morning thing, and then we'll be there half hour, and then we'll be issuing trades as the day continues, but we're not going to be live in the room all day. But it's best when you get the move in the morning. So I want to be there the first hour of the day because that's when the moves happen. See you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. I'll see you at noon tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Have a great time with Celeste and Lance. Bye. And PJ, thanks again for the shirt. I absolutely love it.